This painting of Cap was very much done with the intention to sort of imitate the covers dynamic I had done with this mythology book I had on my body of work with DC. And so the way the bullets were hitting Superman is sort of imitated here by Cap having his shield up, and his face on view to the viewer is meant to remind you in a way of Superman, Captain America. I was excited to get the opportunity to work on Captain America for the regular series, particularly because after a long period of trying these other looks for the character, they were finally returning him to his classic appearance, and I had let it be known that I wanted to work on classic looks of characters as much as possible. And luckily, he's one of those characters you can never completely escape his original design. I've always felt that Captain America's got a great history of being a character relevant to what was going on in our world, what was going on in American society. He's never been just this flag-waving character of, you know, like, hey, whatever America does, just go along with it because, hey, we're all about America. In a way, he was a character of contradictions. He's draped in the flag, but he's always sort of running head up against these compromises for American ideals and what we should be keeping at our heart. And what was visually very important for me is sort of a feeling, a gut impression I wanted to always give Captain America. And people can look back at my prior work from the 90s and 2000s and see where I was taking advantage of opportunities to illustrate him with this sense of how he had a much darker blue, that he had a costume that looked a little bit worn. It was like he was wearing a leather mask. All these things I was taking from study of the character that either I had thought through or other artists I've followed have thought through, and something that wasn't really making its way into the costuming in the movies I wanted to bring through in my art. And now I get to do it on a regular basis where I'm trying to make a case for the original costume design. And I got a chance to illustrate a lot of his 60s enemies, and as well as Red Skull thrown in there. And sometimes you're not going to get these opportunities any other time than when you can make that happen. And they didn't ask me for a wraparound cover, I was pitching it. So luckily in this case, I could get them to go along with it and say, yeah, sure, why not? We're launching this book with a brand new #1, and we want it to be as big of a deal as it can be taken as. And that will be a real strong thing that will get everybody to sit up and take notice.